Hello and welcome to our Gold participants from around the world. Welcome to the Gold Lactation Online Conference for 2016. I'm Fiona Langsharp, IBCLC Public Relations Manager and MC. Well, welcome everybody. This afternoon I get to sit down with Kimarie Bugg. Welcome Kimarie, how are you today?
I am great. Thank you for having me.
And we're excited to have you, Kimarie, as you're going to be speaking to Reaching Out Sisters Everywhere, an organization called Rose. So it's lovely to have you come and share about this organization. But first of all, why don't you introduce yourself to everyone who's listening in right now and tell them a little bit more about when and why you got involved with this organization?
Okay, well, thank you very much. We decided to find or get started with Rose in 2011 because we were being told by several people in the community that black women weren't breastfeeding, and that was not at all our personal experience. I'm the mother of 5 adult children, and they were all breastfed, and I have 13 breastfed nieces and nephews that are all breastfeeding their children. So
Wow.
we decided that we would put together this nonprofit so that we could be a resource to the community.
Wow, that's amazing. I just can't believe that you you have those five. Now you've got five grown children and all those nephews and nieces. That's great to hear. So you have lots of experience to share. Can you tell me, so were you in your community, Kimarie, and this just kind of all came about where you were living? Is that what you had found?
Well, it started a long time ago. I took the IBCLC exam initially in 1987, and
Wow.
I did that for about 5 years as a lactation consultant at Grady Health Systems in Atlanta. So I've always been passionate and working in the lactation consultant arena. After those 5 years with public health, with WIC. I've trained WIC peer counselors all over the country, nurses, physicians, and so we've always kind of done that, but got away from it a little bit as a nurse practitioner. So I had
Right.
the opportunity to really focus on lactation in 2011
Oh,
again.
that's fantastic, Kimmery, to hear that. And I know that sounding from this has been your journey all along, but this wonderful opportunity to be part of Rose sounds like you've found your niche there for sure. So I want to ask you, here at Gold Lactation this year, this is our 10th anniversary we're celebrating, and we're doing lots of fun things, and we've got great presentations coming. We've got prizes. We've got two keynote open access presentations as well, and we've of course been talking a lot about reflecting on where we've come from and what we've been able to achieve as well with our education internationally around the world here. So I would love to hear from you, Kimarie, some of the changes that you have seen professionally in the last 10 years of your life and what you see has been a great focus or maybe some of the challenges you've had as well.
Well, lots of challenges. The gap in initiation rates in the African American community tends to lag far behind all other ethnicities. However, everyone is breastfeeding more, and definitely African American women too. And I guess I've been um, reiterating the phrase that a rising tide floats all boats, but it has been our premise that you have to have a boat in order
Right,
for the tide to float your boat. And what we
right.
find in our community is the lack of resources, and there were many lacks of people not having boats. So in the last 10 years, with what has been going on with Breastfed Beginnings and the Baby Friendly Hospital, the CHAMPS program, and also Empower, because hospitals have focused on breastfeeding, there are many, many more women breastfeeding, and that also includes African American women. So I'm very excited about that, but the concern now is the community. Now that they
Right.
are very successfully getting out of the hospital breastfeeding, that wasn't happening 10 years ago. Now, they're expecting us, or we want them to breastfeed for at least a year. And so we have got to develop community resources so that women can be successful because they're only in the hospital 2 days. So
Yeah,
we want them to breastfeed for at least a year.
absolutely.
So we have to have community resources.
Well, it sounds like you're doing some amazing things, and I can hear from some of the challenges that you've had, the real need for organizations like Rose, and so I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more. Now, lastly, Kimarie, can you share with our listening audience today, but don't give too much away, but just share a little bit of what you're looking forward to teaching our international audience here at Gold?
I'm looking forward to sharing best practices of how to strategize and organize the communities. We need community transformers to be able to, aunts and sisters and cousins and friends, to be able to help women normalize breastfeeding and be successful in their goal, the goals that they want to reach in their breastfeeding journeys.
Excellent. Well, I feel like we're going to be learning a lot from you, Kimarie. So, for all of our listening audience out there, don't miss this presentation from Kimarie Bugg. She's going to be speaking to Reaching Out Sisters Everywhere, the organization called Rose. Thank you so much, Kimarie, for being with us here today. It's been lovely chatting with you.
Thank you so much for having us.
And thanks again to our listening audience. We hope to have you back soon. Bye bye for now.